I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
For old time's sake. As time goes by.
Shit all comes together because even as early as today, like when I was waiting on my court case and all that shit, and I was staring at my hands and my nails didn't grew on both hands and all that shit, but I was looking at the handcuffs and staring at the floor, and the first thing I said, I was like, that's a hell of a visual. I'm literally gonna start my book that way. I'm finna get my Reservoir Dogs on real quick and literally start my book that way. But anyway, so, and I didn't even have the idea to do that until I was like in that position. Everything works together for good to them that love God, to them that are called according to his purpose. This entire shit was Romans 8:28. And baby, when I tell you, I'm gonna pull it out again for the people in the back. Oh yeah, and I got another thing. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the story, bitch. Just a whole lot to I was gone for 20 days, okay? Y'all getting 20 days in a fucking hour. Relax. I'm telling you, when I saw the tower upside down, instantly I was like, shit's about to get fucked up. But it's not exactly what it seems. There's more going on than how it appears, and it's not as bad as it seems. And I was like, you know, so I'm going to take it in stride. I'm going to just be chill, and I'm going to see what's popping. And I'm going to just remember that everything works together. Everything works together to the good, to them that love God, to them that are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. Yes, I just said a Bible verse, and I pulled out a tarot card. Let's address that too real quick, because I'm sick of that shit too. Look, your spiritual ignorance is not my problem. I love people. I love God. I love Jesus. I don't play around with God. That's something that God loves me. God made me. God knows me. I don't play around with that at all. At all. I was also raised to never really argue about the Bible. Me personally, my personal vibe on it is the antithesis of being spiritual and loving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not into the practice of arguing and just don't end it. Yeah, bitch, because that's not my vibe. But rebuke. And that's in the Bible. Come on, baby. Rebuke is a form of love. Okay? So I say this. Anyway, that was that spiritual lesson because some people needed that. And, you know, hopefully that was helpful and helped you at least look at things in a different way. I done made new friends. We gonna talk. I got a cop boo. We gonna talk. We gonna have a conversation in this bitch. It's cool. Hold on. And it's still, I posted all about it on my Instagram page. I posted everything. I was like, hey, man. But shout... Because I know, like, one of my little friends was like, what about me? Hey, Jamal, you was cool. If you watching this, because I know you watching my YouTube, you done watched all my videos. Because motherfuckers ended up finding me on YouTube and shit when I was locked up. And ended up watching my videos and shit. It was like, yo, this is dope. Yo, da-da-da-da-da. Like, they was like, really like, yo, this is for real. You didn't tell us this, da-da-da-da. It was, look, I ended up making friends in that motherfucker. Hold on, pause. I'm about to share. There's more tea. There's plenty of tea. Okay, so. Bitch, don't worry about what I'm doing. going. Like, for real. I really wanted to make this video because I missed my real Aarona fam people. And I wanted to go live on purpose because I want to show that I'm me. That's number one. Number two, I do what the fuck I want. And number three, I haven't done shit but sleep. All day. There's nothing to fucking do. Miami's so fucking horrible. Virgin Islands is way better. We don't talk. I've been here not that long at all. I haven't been here long at all. And we got this shit out the way immediately, and that's what I wanted. We could have got it done a little faster, but, you know, my public defender, you know, she was part of the ops. And more and more became clear. And I told the motherfucking lieutenant, oh, yes, I did. What? I told the lieutenant, and I talked to a counselor, a corporal counselor today. Bitch, I get things done. Virgin Islands, like, put me in a whole new stratosphere because them motherfuckers was so fucking cool. I'll get to that in a second. They were so fucking cool. But I put in a request with the lieutenant. I spoke to, and I ended up speaking to another lieutenant today. And I also spoke to a corporal counselor. And I was like, hey, man, I'm in here on an alleged missed court date. Because that's what they ended up telling the Virgin Islands people. I was like, I'm in here on an alleged missed court date, but nobody has been able to prove to me that this court date ever happened. I didn't receive any type of notice, any type of serving, any type of anything stating the court date. They haven't even told me what date the court date was that I missed. They can tell me how the system works, which they did explain to me, but what date was it? What date was it? You're saying I missed it. What date was it? Show it to me in writing. Give me a certified document. We'll get to that in a second because motherfuckers doctored up my jail. We'll get to that in a second because I'm going to tell y'all what happened. I'll get to that in a second because it's a part of everything else that happened in the Virgin Islands. But I was like, nobody's been able to even prove that to me. So I came in here on that charge, and then people are bringing up these charges, and they were trying to bring up the charges like they just happened, and they was also trying to bring it up with a different police agency, not the arresting police agency, which was real fishy. They also changed the dates and did all that other shit, and I was like, nah, them charges are from April, fam. Y'all talking about May. I ain't had them charges in May. I was out by May. In fact, I went to the Bahamas in May, so what are we talking about? And they had to, you know, get on their shit. But I told the corporal and the counselor, I was like, hey, I already served time for these charges. Double jeopardy is illegal. I was like, I need to know what's happening. The last I stayed on these charges, I agreed to do X, and we could either discuss that and pick up where we left off from there, or y'all just gonna set me a new court date, because allegedly if I missed the court date, now that y'all got me here, ain't the remedy to give me another court date? So just give me the fucking court date, and we'll do that, you know? Or if that ain't possible and there's restitution, then just tell me what the fuck it is. Let's work a payment plan, and let's just get this shit going. You feel me? Hilarious. Anyway. Ooh. Then I knocked the shit over. The motherfucker's trying to text me. I don't give a fuck. So that happened. And I was just like, letting them know the real. And the counselor was like, wait, what? She was like, who your public defender? I was like, Gabrielle or something. I was like, I'm gonna get her name. I was like, but she got one more day to not get me out of here. And I'm switching her out, and like, we just finna do this another way. And she was like, let me know what's going on with that court case. This was today, because I had put the request in, and it was the weekend, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, we went yesterday, and then this happened, and the third, I was like, but it was still no reason for that if that's what was going on. I was like, but I've been saying for the longest time that I want the best possible outcome overall. And this is the best possible outcome for a lot of reasons. I'll get to it in a minute. We'll revisit this. Put a bookmark in it. We're coming back to it. But yeah, that happened today. So as people, anyway, if people want to sit up here and comment on my social media page and tell me about my charges, number one, like I don't know what they are, or, try to talk and speak as if they know something better than I do, it's kind of like one of them things where it's like, okay, and then when I continue minding my business and move past this, then what? You know what I'm saying? You can't even go to the bathroom right now. Yeah, I can. What the fuck is you talking about? Anyway. These people. Delete. Yes, I can. Yeah, I don't need to know my business. Mind your business. I already talked to my homegirl. I ain't worried about that shit. Anyway, I've been making a point to make new friends. I just decided, fuck the past. It's over with. We're done with that. Put a pin in it. It's done. Like, I got a new lawyer friend. We lit. Fuck everybody. Not literally everybody, but you know what I mean? It's like, let people be on whatever they want to be on. I don't even fucking care. We'll talk about the lawyer friend in a minute. She's going to be very useful in a second. So, motherfuckers got cursed out in the Virgin Islands. I was in the hotel minding my little business, and they's like, why the fuck we pick her up? Why couldn't we just let her, like, catch a flight? Like, what the fuck? Like, what we supposed to do? Like, this don't even have nothing to do with us, blah, 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 right? It was all that going on. Heard all that shit. They decided to let me go upstairs, whatever. The first thing they started doing was like, okay, well, you gonna be in this cell, whatever. Stay here. Have your, you gonna be in here, 14-day quarantine, whatever. And I was like, but I've been on the island since May. Ain't we? It's July. Aren't we a little late for that? She's like, well, that's procedure. That's what we doing with everybody in jail because it's jail, blah, 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 skippy. Okay, great. First off, they had cable. So I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac and playing Taboo with the other inmates. And then I was going to rec because I could go to rec. And they actually had, even though shit was old and aged, they actually had, like, athletic equipment. Miami-Dade ain't even had that. Miami-Dade is so busted. Whatever the fuck. But I was actually shooting hoops. I got to play basketball. Fuck everybody. I had so much motherfucking fun. I ain't played basketball. I ain't got to, like, shoot hoops. And remember, y'all, this time last year, a bitch was on a cane, okay? Because Miami-Dade had dislocated my knee. And I incurred medical fees. And I spent a night in jail over that and then got ROR'd on those charges, and she dropped all bench warrants. That was May 10th, my friends. Okay? But what happened, the reason why they, got me into custody and all that shit in the first motherfucking place is because of that group, Aarona Adventures. The Aarona Adventures chat group has, like, law enforcement in there. It has a couple lawyers, a lot of local motherfuckers, because when I got my phone back and my property back, I sure had 305 numbers in my phone texting me, telling me about my case and telling me, yeah, cursing me out in Spanish, cara pinga, and all that goofy shit. And it's like, yeah, bitch, suck a dick. I'm free. Fuck you. Fuck fuck you and suck a dick. Yeah, I had those text messages already, and it's like, yo, like, that's why I was saying, like, yo, motherfuckers was the ops and shit. Anyway, so that happened when I got out, whatever. But people from that Aarona Adventures chat group, which is a private group on Facebook that has like 1,600 members or whatever, I forget. A bunch of lames with nothing better to do but spy on me. What they did was they took my booking photo from last year and they put together this phony flyer. And they had been making phony flyers the whole time. And it had false court date information, false arrest date information, and false case numbers. When they showed me some shit that said May 9th, but they started bringing up the other charges from the open case, because I don't have no open cases in Florida, you punk motherfuckers. They started bringing up shit from the open case in Florida. I'm like, wait, that wasn't May 9th. That was April 3rd, 2019. And because I carry those papers in my wallet, boo-boos, I have the exact dates. And I was released April 23rd, 2019. And I signed up for the program that day. And I have it in writing. I keep it in my wallet. Yeah, my judge was Stacey D. Glick, who's conveniently off the bench now. That's some tea. Found out she left the bench in January. And then the date that they gave Virgin Islands PD had this form on it that had February on there, but the month was recorrected in whiteout. And it was like, But when motherfuckers tried to pull that punk shit back in Hawaii, and they was like, she's wanted in Miami, and they was doing that fuck shit, and they kept trying to look that shit up, they couldn't find it. Not only could they not find it, it wasn't fucking true, because they still ended up taking me into custody and on that bullshit for a bunch of punk shit because of that fucking chat group. They were sending flyers to law enforcement around the fam, telling them that I'm wanted, telling them I'm violating probation. Just lies. I never was on probation. They was telling them, like, all kind of shit. And what it was doing was, like, you know, kind of like in the movies and shit, is giving people my photo and, you know, my likeness, so they could know how I look like, and giving them reason to like approach me and ask me questions when there was no reason to violate my privacy, my space, or none of that bullshit. And then also what they was doing was snatching pictures from my social media account and putting together flyers and making posts on like some of them motherfuckers ended up joining that St. Thomas group, like all of that. They was doing all of that, okay? And it was bullshit. Oh, and by the way, you fuck faces, I was never 200 pounds. I know Miami-Dade did that shit, but also there was a lot of motherfuckers in there that was the ops. I was never 200 pounds, and my exact file from FBI says 155.4, which is actually correct. Because also that shit said 5'6". I'm like, bitch, I'm not tall at all. I'm not tall at all. I was like 5'6", 200. I'm like, I mean, okay, but none of that's correct. So y'all gonna have to look for a tall, fat bitch. I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, 50 pounds is quite noticeable, guys. But whatever. Mind you, I have 2 copies of my NCIC report. I actually have it on me. So, shout out to the FBI agent. But we'll talk about that in a minute. What else happened? So that happened. And now I'm playing Taboo. And I'm going and I'm playing basketball, shooting hoops. Because they had to figure it out. They was just like, yo, we finna wait for Miami to figure this the fuck out. They was the ones. We did our due diligence. Like, they told us we had somebody that was a fugitive from justice. They told us that we had somebody that was escaping some shit. And we're trying to do police work. We're trying to do our job. But now something's rotten in Denmark, and now we don't know what the fuck is going on. And motherfuckers was scrambling around there trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I mean, I'm like, motherfuckers was in there. The chick who I had to have Zoom court with the first day, she was like, this is pissing me off, because it's making people feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and this ain't my fault. Like, man, people was going off. I'm just in there shooting hoops, but I was happy because the bitch was on the cane last year, and just like how I was happy when I made that Missy video, that cool off challenge, I hadn't danced like that in a long time, and it just felt good to, number one, move like that. And, you know, despite my injuries, I was like, yo, whatever. Okay, my handles is trash. We just go get to that. Dude, my handles is garbage.
Where they passed us, they doing too much.
Oh my God, I was sitting up there and I was doing my little shit and I was like, damn, bitch, we are not 15 anymore. Like, holy shit. Like, I was like, I had my, oh my God, it was horrible. And then I was doing my between the legs move. Oh my God, I had to sit there. I literally spent like the first 2 days, I was like shooting hoops, and then I spent the first 2 days really just working with my handles. My handles are trash, right? We ended up having so much fun. And long story short, a bitch hit 2 fadeaway jumpers, and I'm awesome. Now look, the two fadeaway jumpers. I'm outside. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck away from me. Anyway, I hit 2 fadeaway jumpers, bitch. Yes, I was like, the kid is back, nigga. It was so exciting. I was so happy. It was just a good moment. I was so fucking happy. And the thing is, they was all net though. Like the way it was way happy because I had worked on my handles and I was like fucking around and I was like, ow, and it went in. I was like, oh, and I like was dancing and shit. I was like, cause I did that shit. What? Did y'all see that shit? And nobody seen it. And it was so much fun because it was like, yo, that shit was so cold. It was number net. So then the second time I went up and I was doing my handles and I did it and the shit missed. And I was like, that wasn't the one. I did it. I swear to God, I did it. And so I was like fucking around and I had my handles and I was like, nigga, and then I went like that. And then it went in all net. And I was like, cause I'm cold. And then I was like, I'm gonna sit it out. I'm done. I want to leave. I hit that other fade away. That shit went in so smooth. It looked so dope. I was like, I ain't gonna do better than that. So I'm gonna sit my old ass down and mind my business. And what was funny about that, y'all, was we was going to rec every day except for like the weekends. And the day I hit them 2 fadeaway jumpers ended up being the last day I did rec anyway. So I left on a high note. It was good. I sat my little ass the fuck down. But that was fun. And then I was watching the NBA games. You know, I was. You know, because that's my thing. NBA came back. Nigga, Miami, he got a squad, though. What the fuck? Hold on. Wait. Right, we gonna get to the tea. I'm spilling all the tea. Fuck that. I ain't seen y'all in a long time. I love y'all. Miss y'all. I was like, what? Nigga, they got Andre Iguodala. I don't know. The last time I checked, he was on the Warriors, okay? But a bitch has been missing in action. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the NBA. But they got Jimmy Buckets, yo. And, you know, I'm from Chicago Bulls all day. Okay, great. Okay, I want whatever team LeBron is on to win a ring. I just need him to get 1 ring with Showtime Lakers because then that would be like hella legendary. And so of course I'm rooting for my Lakers and shit. Plus they got a motherfucking squad. Okay, they got AD. And then, yo, motherfucking Javale McGee is on the Lakers now. I don't know when that happened too. I might be late. as fuck. A bitch has been out to lunch. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But Caldwell Pope was dope. Danny Green was dope. And I don't know what the fuck they was doing the last game I synced them though. Because I was like, what the fuck is happening, Lakers? Like I think they lost to the Jazz or somebody. I was all the way here for the NBA games. But yeah, once all that happened around the fam, all they wanted to do at Virgin Islands was make me as comfortable as possible. And that was it. That's all that happened. And a motherfucking hurricane came. Check this out though. Oh shit, wrong place. Check this out though. A fucking hurricane came. And that was crazy. I survived a hurricane. That shit was like all the way OC. I was like, a whole ass hurricane literally came. What the fuck? And I survived the hurricane because Hurricane Isaiah came to us first. And a bitch was safe and sound and shit was hella awesome. Hold on, un momento. I'm about to get my ride and shit popping. Ugh, y'all are doing the most. Nobody cares about that shit. Hold on, un momento. I had to buy a new umbrella, a bunch of other shits. Hey. Oh, righty then. Un momento. Okay, so I had to do all of that. They just wanted to make me as comfortable as possible. And then finally, that's when they came with that Miss Court Date shit. And so then they had, a lawyer talk to me, public defender, blah, blah, blah. And I knew it was going to be whatever. But once again, I just kept saying, God, show me the highest outcome out of all of this. Like, you see further than what I see. I'm going to just let you do it. I'm just going to relax and take my hands off this. Because there was just no reason why I couldn't or shouldn't have been able to catch my flight at all. But check this out. Hurricane Isaiah ended up beating the shit out of North Carolina and Virginia. Or some.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.